we are going to look at how to create department in your web hosting business. And this is your hosting business. Now, if you click on contact, you realize that we just have a random contact form where your users can fill in. Okay. Now, if you visit any web hosting business, let's say Makigo Host, let's just say Makigo Host, and I'm going to their homepage, and I click on contact support. You realize that we are rerouted to this page where you submit a ticket. Okay, and that's the same setup we are going to do here in your web hosting business, so that you can also have your users submit a ticket to specific departments in your business. So if they want to submit a sales ticket, that is if they are not yet users of your platform, they can submit a sales ticket or inquiry ticket. And if they are your users, they can submit a ticket for technical support. Okay, so that's exactly what we are going to look at fixing. All right, so if you go to your WHMCS software, okay, and then you hover on this range icon, go to system settings, and right here just type in support department. Okay, so we have it right here, and go ahead and open it. Now right here in your support department, this is where we are going to be creating the different departments that we have in your hosting business. So go ahead and click on add new department, and then add the department name. So in your web hosting business, you have sales department, so you can just go ahead and type in sales department. You can have a description, just say handling, let me call it handling all sales and marketing. Now you don't have to add the same description, you can add your own kind of description. And the email here, we are just going to have it at sales@adelhost.com. Now yours will be sales at whatever your hosting business domain is.com. Okay, and then we want to allow this Adelhost as our admin, as you can see my name right here. Since it's just sales, we want everyone to have access to the sales department, whether you are a user or not. Okay, so I'm not going to check this, only allow ticket creation or replies when the sender's address is associated with you. Okay, so this, if you check this, it means that only your users can be able to create sales ticket. However, I just want anybody on the platform or anybody who visits our interface should be able to create a sales ticket. Okay, making inquiry about our services. So once you are done creating, go ahead and click on add new department. All right, so right here you have one department. So this is the default department that comes with your WHMCS software, which is general inquiries. Okay, so we can just go ahead and get rid of that and go ahead and click on delete. All right, so now we've gotten rid of that general inquiries, and now we only have the sales department. I want to add another department, which is the support department. So for this one, support, your users will be contacting you for technical support. Okay, so you can just add as your description gives all the technical support needed. Okay, and then so you have your description. So write whatever description you want to add or give to this particular department, and then the email address here, we want support@adelhost.com right there. Okay, so the other we had sales@adelhost.com, this we have support@adelhost, and again we have me as the admin. In your case, it should be your username right here or your hosting name, and then whatever name you used during the setup process. And then for this particular department, I want only our users, people who are signed up to our platform and who are regular customers of us. Okay, that means they've made payment, they have a product with us that they are using, and then you want them to be able to contact you for technical supports that they may require. Okay, so once you have this done, go ahead and click on add new department. Now support and sales department, as well as their emails, do not exist yet in our cPanel account. Okay, so To create these emails, visit your cPanel account, navigate to email accounts, and what we are going to do is we are going to create email IDs that corresponds to the emails that we just created in our department. Okay, so go ahead and click on create, and then right here on the username just add. So the first one we had sales, and so that will be sales@adulthost.com. Generate a password for this particular email ID and click on create. All right, so now this is available, and once you are done, we want to create that of the support, so go ahead and click on create, and then this one will be our support department. We generate one password for that and we click on create. Yes, and that is it. We've created email IDs for the individual departments that we just created in our WHMCS software. The next thing we are going to do is to set up forwarders. Okay, so now this will create kind of the pipeline, okay, to those support departments. So what I'm going to do is, you can go back to your home page right here, or just use this search tool. Okay, so you can search forwarder, and then we have email forwarders. Go ahead and open that up, and right here click on add forwarder, and then this is the address you are forwarding to. Okay, but let's go ahead and click on advanced options. Okay, and in our advanced options we are going to use pipe to a program. Okay, so just go ahead and click on pipe to a program. Now what we're going to do here is go ahead and enter the email. So here we have sales@adulthost.com, and then we have our pipe. Okay, so return to your WHMCS software and copy this code right here. As you can see, ticket importing using email forwarder. So just go ahead and copy that, return to your cPanel account, and just paste this. Okay, now you can get rid of this icon right here, and then go ahead and click on add forwarder. All right, so now we have successfully added this particular forwarder. So just go back, and now we've done that for sales. The next thing we are going to do is that of your support department. So once again click on add forwarder, and then the name of this particular one is our support@adulthost.com, and then go ahead and click on advanced options, pipe to program, and just paste that same code we copied earlier on, and just get rid of this pipe character. Okay, and click on add forwarder. So now we have successfully finished setting up our email IDs as well as the forwarder. So we can just go back or return to the home page of our cPanel account, and right here in our WHMCS software, now we are done performing these email forwarders. Okay, so what we can do here is, there's one thing that can kind of hinder the forwarding of emails from this department. Okay, so when there's an email sent, you may not have access to that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to go back to my home page, and whenever there's a ticket submitted, okay, you have access to that ticket here in your WHMCS software. Okay, so if you open this up, you should have access to the tickets that were created. Now in this case, we don't have any tickets created. I'm going to run a test soon so that you see how this works. But before that, let's return back to our cPanel account, navigate to your file manager. Right here in your WHMCS info folder, open that up, navigate to your cruise and open the cruise app. Okay, and then right here on the pipe.php, okay, we want to change this permission. So go ahead and click on this, and then we want to change it to 755. Okay, so go ahead and do this with me. Just go ahead and change it to 755, and then save. Now the next thing I'm going to do, let's return to our WHMCS software, and I want to run a support ticket, and let's see how this works. All right, so right here I'm in my own email account, and I'm going to compose an email to that support@adulthost.com. Okay, so go ahead and compose an email. This is a test email just to show or to prove that the system work. Okay, so I'm going to contact support at adelhost.com. All right, so we have that here, and the subject is test email. Okay, and just right here you can just put in we are testing our department setup. Okay, and once I'm done, I'm just going to send this test email. So I'll send that email. All right, so now that email has been sent. All right, so let's return to our WHMCS software, and let me go ahead and refresh. And we don't have any tickets available at the moment. So let me go ahead and open. I think it takes a while for us to see that tickets available. All right, so since our first email, we contacted support at adulthost.com, and through our settings, we had already determined that we wanted only our users, that is those who are fully registered on our platforms, to be able to open support tickets. So we got this response as not being recognized as part of their users. So that's the benefit of WHMCS. Okay, the system is smart enough to do those checks on your behalf. So now let's do a test on our sales department. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and compose an email, and we want to send it to sales at adelhost.com. Okay, this is sales at adelhost.com. So we are going to the subject is testing. Let's say testing the sales department email system. Whatever the so the subject doesn't really matter because this is a test. So now what I'm going to do is just I am testing my department. Okay, department, and just a simple message like this because we are making a test. Okay, and okay, let me just make these corrections and go ahead and submit. Okay, so now I'm going to submit this, and then we should get a response. Okay, now we have submitted our email to the sales department. Now, depending on the time we set for our cron jobs, we will get a reply based on those times. And then when we refresh our WHMCS, we should see that one ticket has been created once the system loads. Okay, so we'll just wait for a few minutes to see if this gets created, and once we see the proof that our systems work correctly, we'll proceed from there. All right, so right here we have a reply from the Adulthood sales team right here. So I'm just going to open this email up, and as you can see, they say thank you for contacting our support team. A support ticket has now been opened for your request. You'll be notified when a response is made by email. Okay, so now that means that this system is working. Your support ticket is opened. And as the administrator, for my case, I'm the same person sending the email and I'm the administrator. So I'm going to go ahead and check in my WHMCS software as the administrator to see if I actually have a support ticket or a sales ticket created. Okay, so back here in my WHMCS software, I'm going to refresh it. And I still don't have the ticket created here. Let me go ahead and open it. And if you open, realize that I have the sales ticket right here. Okay, so we have sales testing our sales department, and this is the ticket that was created. And as you can see, it says that I'm a guest. Okay, so once you have this, now this is the ticket, this is the email of the individual who is contacting you. You have the email, it says I'm testing my department, and then right here you can write whatever the reply is. Okay, so test completed. So let's just say that we reply this particular email or ticket as test completed. Okay, now once you are done here, just go ahead and click on reply, and then your user on the other end will receive an email notification based on the reply that was sent. Okay, so now you don't really have any WHMCS ticket created. But when tickets are created, okay, you should see this a ticket count here on your ticket area, okay, and that is how it's going to work multiple times anytime your users send in a ticket, okay. And then back right here you have a reply on your email, because we just reply and it says that your ticket has been answered, and then you can go ahead and click on this link, and then it takes you, or this is a URL to your ticket, okay. So let's just wait for it to load, and then there we have it. So now you can read this ticket and reply to the ticket the way you want, okay. So it just says test completed, and then maybe if you want to go back and forward with this, you can just go ahead and click on confirmed, and then you go ahead and click on submit. So anytime there's a ticket submitted, you will get this notification, okay. So once you log into your WHMCS software, you see the number of tickets created. Now you realize that earlier when we were just dealing with the ticket, we didn't get the notification. It just depends on the number of minutes that it takes for your cron jobs to run, and then you have those notifications counted, okay, just as you get your email account or your email notifications sent to you. All right, so I just wanted to let you know that this notification does work, but it just takes a few minutes to load and then start functioning. All right, so we'll get into working with our knowledge base, where we write some articles so that your users can read them as guides to navigate your website and use it appropriately.